wait is over. Something's coming.
Talk a little bit about Busch Gardens and a little thing that we have going on here that is probably one of the most highly anticipated thrill attractions anywhere in the world for the year 2020. And I can't say enough about it, right? But the person who can say even more about it is none other than Andrew Schaffer, who is our design and engineering person who will be leading that project. Andrew?
Thank you, Stewart, and good morning, everybody. So 1 year ago, I had the pleasure of announcing Tigress, Florida's tallest launch coaster. And now, today, I get the pleasure of being able to announce to you the newest Predator coming to Busch Gardens in Tampa Bay in 2020. When it opened in 1999, GWAZI debuted as Florida's first wooden dueling roller coaster. In 2020, the classic has evolved into a new experience with entirely new thrills with a much bigger bite.
What's that? The wait is over. Something's coming.
Iron Gwazi. It's America's tallest and the fastest, steepest hybrid coaster in the world. Manufactured by Rocky Mountain Construction, Iron Gwazi will be 206 feet tall. It'll feature a 91-degree drop and get up to speeds of 76 miles per hour. Iron Gwazi is the evolution of a classic wooden coaster into a modern icon. From the bones of the original Gwazi to a new leisure horizons to faster speeds and more thrills than ever before. The new attraction draws its inspiration from the crocodile, the largest living reptile and a legendary predator that has ruled for millions of years. With a 48-inch height requirement, Iron Gwazi will be the thrill attraction that families can enjoy together and make memories that will last a lifetime. When it opens next year, Iron Gwazi will be Busch Gardens' 10th roller coaster and will offer a unique experience unlike any other. Keep up with all of Iron Gwazi's updates on our social media channels as we prepare for a spring of 2020 opening. Thank you everybody for coming out today and joining us online. We'll see you right here next year at Busch Gardens Tampa Bay to ride Iron Gwazi.
Hey everybody from Coaster Nation, my name is Stewart Clark. I'm the president of Busch Gardens Tampa Bay, and obviously we are so excited about the announcement today of our latest, greatest addition to the park in 2020 coming is Iron Gwazi. So Iron Gwazi is taking kind of those bones and the roots of the original Gwazi coaster. We've combined that with our partners and friends at RMC, and much like the species that we're paying tribute to with this, being the crocodile, we feel like just like crocodiles have evolved to become one of the top predators and the most powerful animals in the world, we feel like Gwazi has now evolved and will become one of the top, if not the best, roller coaster in the world.
So you mentioned that it's sort of building on the legacy of Gwazi. How much of Gwazi, because I know Coaster Nation fans have ridden Gwazi a gazillion times in the past, how much of Gwazi is remaining that is being built upon?
You know, there's part of Gwazi almost at every turn throughout the ride. So obviously when you take a ride and you go from Gwazi that was a dual coaster, now we're going to one mega, super tall, single coaster. The percentages are not that high, but it's around every corner. So as you look around the ride, and when you're out there today actually taking a look at it, you can see the original structure. And we've tried to keep it in all the key places around. so that you really still get that, I don't know, that nostalgic feeling that, hey, we're riding on the bones of Gwazi, but it's taken it to an all new level.
Well, yeah, because coaster fans, we all like that little bit of nostalgia there with the next great thrill. So that's amazing. That's very
actually,
cool.
It was that look back to Gwazi. That was the final straw, you could say, that just helped us keep that name. We wanted to keep the name Gwazi in the name of the new attraction, and so we went through all kinds of different iterations of that, and we ended on Iron Gwazi, which was, it seems like it would be super easy. It took us months to get there and to kind of come back to where we felt like it just makes sense with it being an RMC, amazing coaster, and just, now the biggest and baddest coaster that we'll have here.
So what does this mean to the overall roller coaster product here in the park, in your opinion?
Now that takes us up to 10 major thrill rides. So what it does is it sets our bar. Iron Gwazi will set the bar just a little bit higher. So obviously, whatever we've got planned in the future has to be even just a little bit better.
So you've become your own worst enemy when it comes to how do you improve and how do you top the next great thing?
There's still lots of ways to top that and improve it, and into the future. So the future is very, very bright for Busch Gardens. The future is very, very bright for coaster enthusiasts everywhere.
So what is the element that you're most excited to experience on Iron Gwazi?
I think the best element, in my opinion, is going to be that first drop, and that, as you crest the top of the first hill and the lift hill, and you're actually dropping down. I think that's going to be quite spectacular. There's also those, I don't know if we'd call them the sort of crocodilian rolls that we've got in there, but those will be exciting too. But I think that breathtaking moment is going to be when you're dropping down at more than a 90-degree angle, and it's just going to be spectacular.
Well, as with everything else at Busch Gardens, you always try to tie it back to conservation efforts and the animals that are involved. Can you talk a little bit about the crocodile connection of Iron Gwazi?
Sure. We decided to partner with, you could say partner with, but we always try to associate an animal so that we can sort of, we always want to painlessly educate people. We always want to inspire people to care about nature and care about the world. We've always had here for many, many years slender-snouted crocodiles, and we've had them in the park, but we just have never talked about them enough. We've never talked that much about our crocodilian species. So as a zoological team, we sat down and we said, where do we want to really sort of pay tribute to and sort of put that focus on? We felt like this was a natural fit. Also, those slender-snouted crocodiles were one of the few places in the world that's ever hatched them. So we've got them breeding here, hatching here, and barely anybody knows about them. So now you'll learn about them, and I guess on your way down that first hill, you'll be saying something. Slender-snouted.
If you can say it quickly enough.
Exactly.
That's a tricky one.
Hey, Coaster Nation, Andrew Schaffer here with Busch Gardens Tampa Bay. I'm with our design and engineering department, and right behind me is our Iron Gwazi attraction that we just announced this morning. You can see it's well under construction, and we have a lot still left to go. Iron Gwazi is going to be North America's tallest and the world's fastest and steepest hybrid coaster. So what you can't see is a 206-foot lift hill that's actually going to go right over my head right now. It's going to drop into this structure right behind us. So it's a 91-degree drop after that 206-foot lift hill. 91-degree drop, and it's going to get up to 76 miles per hour. So once we get through that drop around this corner, you're going to see this huge overbank turn right here. It's going to go through that into a zero-G roll. So there's not a whole lot of track that's left here, and it gets a little bit convoluted trying to look out into this area, but there's a whole lot of different elements that are going to be going into this attraction right behind me. It's going to twist and turn all through this site. We've got some stall elements, we've got some overbank turns, we've got inversions. So total, we've got about 3 inversions, and we've got 12 airtime moments through the attraction. So it's really going to be a great, thrilling, fast ride.